Okay, here's what we got. This is my Raspberry Pi. I got it yesterday. I was waiting on mine because they were sold out of the breakout kit. With that, you get, all sorts of wires, and you get this little tiny, this teeny SD reader. It's USB when you open it up, which is adorable. You get all other sorts of stuff. Both my boys have Raspberry Pis with no cases. Oh yeah, you get the case too. They built cases out of Legos, and we're using theirs to do Minecraft servers. But I wanted to screw around with LEDs and whatnot because I've always wanted to, and I'm not good at that. So anyway, here it is, brought out to it's the cobbler breakout kit. And basically you get all these pins. Probably can't read those, but many of them are numbered. Some of them are ground. Some of them are voltage. Some of them are either you can use as input or output. There's different methods. The one I'm messing around with is GPIO, and I think I'm using almost all of my GPIO ports. So to explain it, so I got these three in the front here. You can't read them, but it's where these yellow wires are connected. They're 23, 24, and 25. They go over here to these buttons. You'll see the same input. The same row there on the button is the resistor, which goes to the positive feed from the Pi back here. It's at 3.3 volts. Then the blue wire here comes from ground on the breakout and goes to ground here. So then I got my buttons where when you actually depress them, it basically connects these two. And the way these inputs are configured, these yellow guys, is while they're receiving signal, they don't do anything. When they aren't, that's when they kick off. So you press the button, everything flows this way, right? It doesn't flow back into these inputs. Then magic happens. So that's the buttons. Then I have these other wires, all these orange wires, and then this white wire, because I ran out of long orange. They go over from other GPIO ports, I forget the numbers, to these LEDs. Positive feed on the LEDs, the negative from the LED goes to these two rows, which are kind of joined together there, to a resistor and to ground. So I can configure from the Pi to send voltage on these orange or white or on those ports connected to those wires, and then the lights light up, which everybody likes, blinky lights. So I wanted to get information from my firewall, basically. I have a Cisco ASA firewall. In the old days, my friend and I we had an old 386 that was running Linux and iptables, and it was actually my firewall at the time, and we wanted, every time that there was an iptables alert, it would dump voltage over the serial pins and light LEDs, and we just didn't really know. We didn't have a bunch of modules. We didn't really know how to wrap our head around how to do that. And I know that that's probably easy, but for some reason it was a daunting task. Well, it seems so much easier now, right? Although I don't want this to be my firewall. Not only does it only have one wired interface, I don't trust this adorable little fella to be the firewall for my entire network. So my Cisco ASA is doing that job fine. I configured the Raspberry Pi to be a syslog server. So it's running syslog-ng. It's listening from remote syslog datagrams on UDP 514. And then I configured the ASA to send syslog to the Raspberry Pi. And then all I did in the syslog-ng conf is any alerts that it receives from a remote source, it dumps them straight to this Python program that I wrote. And the Python program looks at the logs and decides, okay, am I building a connection? Okay, that's green. Is the log telling me I'm tearing down a connection? Okay, let's make that blue. Denies are red, of course. Everything else is yellow. There's actually a lot of yellow because my ASA is kind of broken in the sense that the crypto archive is messed up and it just generates so much noise. The fix is to reboot it, which is stupid, so thank you very much, Cisco. So anyway, the buttons, they then run a separate daemon, and the buttons, basically you click, oh shoot, I'm trying to find the window that, there we go. This first button starts syslog-ng or restarts it. The middle button stops it. It's currently stopped. That's why you don't get any blinking. And this is like my oh crap button, and it reboots the Pi. So I'll hit the first button here to start up syslog-ng. Then you can go over here and you can see, oh, it started up. Come back over here. Ta-da! It's blinking, you guys. That's exciting, right? Well, it stopped blinking, but I swear that's probably because it's just not getting any alerts. Come on, blinks. There we go. So, like I said, lots of yellow. That's those crypto alerts. Red are it denies, blue is tear down connections, and green are build connections. And that's it. So if I get tired of it blinking, I just hit my middle button. Takes a little bit, and then if I go over here, I'll see that it stopped syslog-ng. No more blinks. That's that.